A basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And here we can check out the story for Jaime Jaquez.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Little out there with Isaiah Joe. Then there's Wiseman, and it's Jenkins in at the 4. And for Miami, we've got Jaime Jaquez. He is out there with Z. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Sochan in at power forward. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Wiseman. Count it. Wiseman's got the opening field goal of the game for Brooklyn.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the right side. Wide open. Rebound by Sochan. And here are the Heat. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Pass to Wiseman. Now, here's Watson. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Here's Sochan. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
Joe with it. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Little gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Stan, when you were faced with back-to-back games, did that factor into your game planning at all?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, it factored into what we did in preparation. You know, practice the day before the back-to-back set. But I was a one-game-at-a-time guy, and whatever it took to win that night was what we were going to do, and then we'd worry about the second game when that one was over.
Here's Z. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
Back to Little from downtown. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended the game with 68 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort. It's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. He gets that one. 6 points for Z.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Pass to Jenkins. Now Joe. Jenkins with it. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Joe, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for
draining the triple.
Here's Sohan. Brooklyn with the rebound. Wiseman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Watson. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Z. 6 points for him, and he comes up with the deuce. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Joe passes to Little. Watson for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Here's Little after the made shot from Z. Fires the 3. Little can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Z. Buries the long-range jumper. Z's got 13.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Joe to stop the run. No good on that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be to make substitutions. The Heat leading by 13. So for Brooklyn now, they got James Wiseman. Little out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Jenkins in at the 4 spot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Little passes to Wiseman. Now here's Watson. Here's Little. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Little's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Inside, Wiseman kicks to Jenkins. Pass to Watson. Here's Little. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Nets trail by 13. Here's Watson. Good on the 3-point shot. Watson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time. The Heat making a switch here. Hardy's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Cooper's checked in. Shoots the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Sohan's got his 4th rebound in this one. That one falls. Sohan's got 5 now.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
The Heat leading by 10. Ball stolen. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Cooper's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Cooper a screen on Hackett. Puts up a 3. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look for the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. Has great length for his position, creates a matchup nightmare.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Brooklyn Nets.
They haven't been close.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. So it's Miami now. At one point, they led by 16. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Hardy. Then there's Z, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Little dishes to Wiseman. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Little finds Wiseman. Takes a 3. Jaquez with the rebound. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Z. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Z's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Here's a look at some stats for Z. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Tops in scoring, first in field goal percentage, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Here's Z. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And here's Little. 8 points for him. Wiseman finds Joe. Right wing. Here's Little. Offline with his 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Hardy passes to Z. Lets it go with a 3. Hangs home the trifecta. Z's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Nets trail by 18. Now Little. He's got 11. Wiseman kicks to Jenkins. Now here's Wiseman. He's guarded by Adebayo. Little can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
So both teams making some changes here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Fifth best, the Nets.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme.
Changes here for the Heat. Roddy's checked in, and C subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Clark, he's checked in for the Nets. Little comes in for Isaiah Joe. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Little. He's out there with Cooper. Ivica Zubac is out there with Clark. And it's Clowney in at the power forward position. Another steal. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Cooper missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Reddish, he's checked in for the Heat. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cooper. Nets have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Reddish kicks to Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Larson. He's covered by Clark, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Stolen. Here's Larson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Z. 4 on the shot clock. Takes it off the glass. Z's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Little can't hit.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Larson with the bucket. Larson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They set the pick. Now here's Little. He's covered closely. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team
The free throw drops for Little. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Z.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
The wide-open shot by Little drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really